My name is Inspector Abberline. Now, my lord, I have been assigned to talk to you. Simply as part of our process to eliminate you from the sphere of suspicion. In my line of work, there are truths and there are facts. Now, rarely does a fact preclude the truth, but truth can preclude the fact. Whitechapel. Murder. Saucy murder. I must ask you, my lord, a few questions regarding your whereabouts at certain times, at certain places, as of late. Please. I am merely doing my job. Truth be told, my lord, 'tweren't I who wanted to bring you in. Truth be told, 'twas a fraternity of our mutual brotherhood what told us to do it. So, my lord, pardon me. What were your whereabouts August the 7th, 1888, Anno Domini? And that can be verified. What were your whereabouts but a few days later, August 31st, Anno Domini, 1888? And that can be verified. What were your whereabouts September the 8th, 1888? And those can be verified. What were your whereabouts September the 30th, 1888? And September the 20th, and the 9th of November. Very good, my lord. I, of course, am referring to the Whitechapel murders. The Whitechapel killer, victim number 1, Martha Tabram, George Yard Buildings. Victim number 2, Mary Ann Polly Nichols. Victim number 3, Annie Chapman, Victim number 4, Liz Stride. Victim number 5, Catherine Eddowes. And victim number 6, Mary Jane Kelly. Now, my lord. Think hard now, my lord. This letter, this penmanship, tis reminiscent of your own. From hell. Indulge me for a moment, my lord. So, we have ascertained that the victim stood facing the killer. When she lifted her skirts, the victim's hands were occupied and then was defenseless. The Ripper seized the women by their throats and strangled them until they were unconscious, if not dead. The coroner revealed clear indications that the victims had been strangled. The Ripper then lowered his victims to the ground, their heads to his left. No bruising on the backs of the heads shows that he lowered the bodies to the ground rather than throwing them or letting them fall. We have looked at the different crime scenes and seen that there are differences in accounts and differences in what we have seen. The method used by the killer would prevent unduly bloodstains of the clothes. To cut her throat from the left side, the blood flow would have been directed away from him, which would have reduced the amount of blood in which he would have been exposed. The victim was already dead before their throats were cut, and the blood would not have been very much, with no heart beating in their bodies. The Ripper then makes other mutilations from the victim's right side, or possibly while straddled over the body, or near the feet. In several of the cases, the legs have been pushed up, which would have shortened the distance between the abdomen and the feet. No sign of intercourse was ever detected, nor did the Ripper pleasure himself over the bodies. I know that these are morbid topics, morbid things, my lord. And I fear that I must come clean with you. The Brotherhood instructed me to bring you here today because of a symbol 'twas discovered. The Ripper, through his communications, has indicated a hatred, not just for organized religion and all that we hold holy in London, but also the people of the Jewish faith. One of our kin noted that the pattern of the bodies, how they were found, was reminiscent of a symbol of a demon of Hebrew origin. This demon, known to some as Astaroth, goes by many ancient names. It was through this peculiarity, my lord, that we realized the truth. The truth of the matter being, my lord, that although I brought you here under the pretense of exoneration, it was in fact for the purpose of accusation. It nerves me to say such, my lord, to even consider such, as a God-fearing man, as a man who takes his career seriously, who takes his faith seriously, that one such as yourself could be the perpetrator of such a heinous, vile crime. But through the grand vision of the architect, we have seen that this is not the simple actions of some crazed anti-Semite or some surgeon gone awry, but by the hand of one ordained. Our proposition is for this to remain a mystery to the general public. We have been informed reliably that the pattern of Astaroth, formerly under the Babylonian tradition known as Ishtar, and before that under the Sumerian tradition of Inanna, is for a protective element. And in troubled times, which we are in, this protective element was a ceremony conducted by yourself in order to protect and not to destroy. Personally, my lord, it is impossible to reconcile the death of innocent people. For me, having deduced that you are committing a ritual of ancient demons beyond my understanding is unforgivable. That is why it is with a very heavy heart that we must protect you. In this instance, we must ensure that the truth regarding the victims never is revealed. We must ensure that, where possible, another is implicated in these crimes. Upon the insistence hitherto that nothing like this will ever happen again, certainly not within my living memory, my lord, for if it should, I promise you, no amount of protection, secret brotherhoods, or even the royal family will stop me from putting you away. Alas, here we are. The truth has been precluded by facts. The facts are no longer under our control. Therefore, the truth is itself. This is one of the rarest of occasions where failing to do my duty is fulfilling it. My lord, you are an evil person. Perhaps the most evil person on our earth. And when you wrote that letter and signed it from hell, you knew full well that that is one day where you will be going. My lord, you are death. For today, I look the devil in the eye.